Right, we're off on a walk of Stover Park. I'm going to walk a mile now to get round to the other side, because they've changed it all. Some old duffer in front. That's right, I'm going the other way. Just think you're mad if you keep talking to yourself, don't they? There's people around. Now we're alright. We can have a proper chat without appearing mad. There's all the stuff. Oh, the public toilets are being done. Logs. I ain't going to mention logs. We're on a jolly walk. I've got my camera so I can take some nice pictures. Even though this new camera takes a nice picture itself. But I prefer the real camera. Let's get my camera out and fire it up. It's gone bonkers every time I start it. He wants me to put the time in. I just have to say no. Well, if I do it all, it just it forgets it for the next time. So we're going to go round anti-clockwise. So if something's winding you up, you should always walk anti-clockwise. Oh, there's a poem. Ted Hughes. An otter. Underwater eyes and eels, oil of water body. Neither fish nor beast is the otter, four-legged yet water-gifted to outfish fish, with webbed feet and long ruddering tail, like a round head, like a old tomcat. Brings the legend of himself from before wars of burials, in spite of hounds and vermin poles. Does not take root like the badger, wanders cries, gallops along land he no longer belongs to, he enters the water by melting. Of neither water nor land seeking, some world lost when first he dived, that he cannot come up since, takes his changed body into the holes of lakes, as if blind, cleaves the stream's push till he licks the pebbles of the source from sea. To sea crosses in 3 nights, like a king in hiding, crying to the old shape of the starlit land, over sunken farms where the bats go round without answer till light and bird song come, walloping up roads with the milk wagon. Ted Hughes. I don't know if people ever made a living doing all that sort of stuff. To be honest, I got some poems a bit like that. There's some lazy ducks. They're sleeping in. And there's the lake. It's really misty on the lake. There's a bit of old pond. It's a bit manky. It's a pity they didn't pump that out when they did the rest of it. Do the dredging. Is that a secret way in? Conservation area? No. Morning.
Yeah.
You waiting for anything special?
Beautiful mist hour ago.
Yes, I can see there's a remnant of it there.
So I just sat on its own up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's blinking wet dry. I got a lovely shot of him last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flying through the mist,
Yeah, all right. Oh, it's pleasing when you get a good one, isn't it? Best of luck. There was a crane on the... A crane or what? I don't know. It's not a stalk. Oh, those big bloody legged things. Can't think what they're called. Can't see it now. Oh, he's on the top of the... Let's see if I can zoom in. This one. He's on the top of the tree. I took a snap. I don't know whether I get it or not. It's lovely down here. Still. It's just gone 7. I had to kick myself to get out of bed this morning. I don't know, I've not had much energy lately. Yesterday was a struggle. I forced myself to go out in the garden and pull some weeds and whatnot. Pulled up after plants that she likes. Got a good bollocking. Oh, she said to deadhead some things, and I don't do deadheading, but I had my hedge trimmer there, so I whizzed a few off, and apparently that wasn't the right way to do it. So the lake does look better. It still looks, I suppose, unless you put a water filtration system in, it'll never be perfect and clean. You've got all these ducks and things shitting in it. So I'm just taking a still shot with the camera wide angle. Oh, that's better there. There's a little Moray hen thing. It's nice flat walking around here, that's the thing. Well, there are some hilly parts, of course, which I expect will go up when we cycle home the long way. Let's go up round here. It's just quite nice. They made this thing and the squirrels come up and people feed them and what have you. And there's more poems all along. The worm ran away, the blue tit had no say, the worm was happy because he was away. And then they spend a lot of money on all this arty-farty stuff. Somebody's carved that big lump out. Quite clever, really. I suppose this is for children. Big birds, little birds, different beaks, independent from birth, with mummy 4 weeks. And there's another puzzle piece. Pieces in the puzzle. It's nice, all this artistic stuff. Being of an artistic bent myself, I can appreciate it. But when they say they have no money for public toilets and stuff, it makes you wonder a bit. There's it down. Quite a way down. There used to be big bird feeders. Oh, there is a big bird feeder. There's nothing on it. I expect they only come out when the people come round with nuts and stuff. There's the quackers. I think we'll do the side loop up here and around the back. It's quite pleasant. I don't know why I bothered taking that, really. It's funny these days, I find it hard to see a nice picture. Whereas when you first start off with camera, you're finding it all the time. It's everywhere you look there's a good picture. But when you get more, when you've done lots of pics, oh, there's some nice reflections there in the water. But can't get a clear shot of it really. But anyway, we'll try it. The reflection of that tree is perfect. The tree trunk. There, look. Look at that. that one. You're just looking at the water's so still. Oh, I dropped the bag. And all those reedy things on the other side. They're making over there, look. And there's a tree there, look. Yeah, that tree there. Yeah, as I was saying, as you get more proficient at these things, it seems harder to find something exciting to take. I suppose because you've done it all before. Like when I was when we were living up, and I used to go to Bude in North Cornwall, all the cliff tops and that. Well, the first few times it's very exciting because it's all new. And after 14 years, it was difficult to find a picture that you hadn't taken before, or a scene. Oh, I love it when there's nobody about. I think if I was one of the last people left on Earth, I wouldn't mind. If I could look after myself properly still. Where am my new trainers? Well, they must have had them for about 2 months now. Look at these. They're the ones I got from that Temu. They come from China, like everything does these days, but you buy it direct. They were £12.50, and they fit very perfectly, and they're so comfy. I've been wearing them everywhere and they still look like new. And they offered me another pair the other day for £8.50. All postage free from China. Bonkers. Mind you, you've got to make the order up to 15 quid. So you have to buy something else as well. But even so, I got a couple of snazzy jumpers. One is sort of, the hoodies, one's a zip up the front one, and the other is an up and over one. And the up and over one is like, what they call it, modern art, where it's splashed everywhere and colours, brilliant. And I think that was 8 quid. And the other one is the zip up one, also with a hood. It's like North American Indian sort of patterns on it. I think that was £8.99 as well. Amazing. But they're acrylic, so they're not particularly warm, but they're ideal for this warm weather. If you just want a lightweight jumper. I'll have to take a snap of them. Oh, I can smell wood smoke. Oh, it's wonderful. I've never been up that trail. I'll stick to this, I think. Oh, I could have had a picture of the water. I've done it before. Anyway. Any questions yet? Yeah. Morning. ourselves again. To get an answer from him. There's a Wigwams fan. Let's go and have a look. Let's have a snap. Up through the trees. Alright. This is what I like, where nature's been doing things. They're forcing that. It's really wonderful, isn't it? There's some reflections that way. On the other side. Are you ready for another poem? Put your hand up if you are. Okay then, here we are. Oh bloody hell, that's a long one. Pike, 3 inches long, perfect. Pike, in all parts green, tiger in the gold. Killers from the egg, the malevolent aged grin. They dance on the surface among the flies, or move stunned by their own grandeur over a bed of emerald silhouette, of submarine delicacy and horror, 100 feet long in their world. In ponds under the heat-struck lily pads, gloom of their stillness, logged on last year's black leaves, watching upwards, or hung in an amber cavern of weeds. The jaws hooked, clamp and fangs, not to be changed at this date, a life subdued to its instruments, the gills kneading quietly and the pectorals. 3 we keep behind glass, jungled in weed, 3 inches, 4 and 4.5, fed fry to them. Suddenly there were 2, finally 1, with a sag belly and a grin it was born with, and indeed they spare nobody. 2, 6 pounds each, over 2 feet long, high and dry and dead in the willow herb. 1 jammed past its gills down the other's gullet. The outside eye stared as a vice locks, the same iron in his eye, through its film shrank in death. A pond I fished 50 yards across, whose lilies and muscular tench had outlasted every visible stone of the monastery that planted them. Still the legendary depth, it was as deep as England. It held pike too immense to stir, so immense and an old, that past nightfall I dared not cast, but silently cast and fished, with the hair frozen on my head, for what might move, for what I might move, that still splashes on the dark pond. Owls hushing the floating woods, frail on my ear against the dream. Darkness beneath the night's darkness had freed, that rose slowly towards me, watching. Ted Hughes. Well, there you go. It's funny when reading something like that, because if you just read it, you get through it easy. But if you start to envision what it's saying and see it in your mind's eye, you go awry. I suppose that's the brain can't quite cope with 2 things at once. Well, my brain anyway. Another wigwam sound. Up in the woods. Oh, there's two. There's a big one up there. Probably a tribe of bloody Iceni living in it. There's some wobbles about. I've just seen them crossing the bridge. Oh, I'm feeling good this morning. I'm glad I got out. Burn a few calories. My weight's going down still little by little. Down to 14 stone 11 now. I still look like a bloody doughboy. But there we are. I did another 1 day fast last week. That got me 1 more pound off. 24 hours is not too bad. You just have your evening meal. Well, we have our evening meal at 6 o'clock. And then you just got to go right through to the next day at 6 o'clock before you have your meal. The 3 day fast was good. Than I did. I'm trying to get myself in the frame of mind to do it again. I must admit I'm struggling with it a bit. The frame of mind. I think what I did before, I did a 24-hour fast, and then a couple of days later I thought I might do another one, and then I did the 24 hours and thought, you know, I don't feel that hungry, I'll carry on. And I think that's the answer. It's just to do it like that. And when I got to 62 hours, I was supposed to do 72 hours, but I was just bloody ravenous. So I gave it up at 62 hours. But it took me off about 8 pounds. There we are. Oh, did you see this horse and cart before? Bit of a mishmash horse. That's not too bad. But having worked with Heather Janks, who did those wonderful horses, she can make them come alive. Of course, these have just got solid stumps for legs, whereas hers would have been all bits and pieces. You could even see the muscles in the withers and whatnot. Here's the cart. The idea is to, with the lord of the manor, we're riding to the big house. And here's our steed in front. Giddy up, boy. Somebody's left a pebble, look. That's nice. I think they want somebody to take it, so I'm going to take them. Oh. Facebook, Devon Rocks and Stones. I don't do Facebook, but we'll have a look. Thank you very much. That's nice. I will come back one day and I don't know if I've got a crystal. I haven't got one. I would leave a crystal in exchange. On another occasion. Oh, I'm warmed up now. I shall be glad to get on the bike and get some wind blowing through me. Well, it's June the 16th today, and they say we're just coming into a warm patch, warm spell. So I'll be able to get out a bit more often. It was a bit wet last week, and well, it was nice to have the rain. Now the grass won't stop bloody growing. There's somebody else coming. Oh, I won't talk for a minute. Morning.
Morning.
Lovely one.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Hello. I was a bit worried then. I thought she looked like she was going to drag me in the bushes and rape me. I was trying to keep my legs crossed. Not my fingers. They're like... God, can you imagine? There's a trip hazard, isn't it? Tip your bloody wheelchair over. Oh dear. Well, there's something else up there. Let's go and have a look at this. More arty-farty stuff. I don't know what it is. It looks like two logs humping. I don't know. What's it supposed to be? Oh, it's a chair. Okay. It's even got an outlet for the farters. You see that? Yeah, it's got a big hole there. Well, that's for the incontinent people. They can sit there quite happily and go. More poems. And you can have, oh, it's for teachers and school kids, I suppose. They can have a proper audience. Oh, I'll just well sit on the seat, wouldn't I? I'll sit on the big incontinent seat. The giant commode. Right, class? Take notice of what I'm saying. Stop picking your nose, boy. Yeah. What's that there? Somebody's left their glasses behind. Oh, not very good. Like crappy old things. They're worse than ones I got. And on a bike. Another Ted Hughes. The lake. I'll take a picture of that and you can read it for yourself. Well, it won't come out, I suppose, it's got my reflection in it. Oh, there was some nice redwood trees there, they've come down. Cool, it smells lovely where they've cut it. Look at this lot here, I've got to walk through. There you go. Look at them all. Oh, the little tiddlers. Little babies. Hello. Hello. Yeah. You've got big feet, haven't you? Duckies. I always like the green on those mallards. Oh, Mum's come back. A moorhen. I think they were big. They look bigger than I used to think they were. Moorhens. Bloody great things, right? A huge feet. Right, now this is where they've dumped all the stuff. I think I mentioned that before on my other ride through here. But, yeah. I don't know why it's bothering me, but I don't know where they put the toilets, because I never use them. I always go in the bush. Oh, that could be. No, I don't know. Weird, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's not really open and accessible. It must be a store, I suppose. Oh, there's a woman in there. What's she doing? In the centre. The bogs used to be up along here. On that bit. Looks like that's changed. Right, here we are, to the cycle rack.